Hey guys, the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, today we're talking about Trump, not a fan of Bitcoin, the headline of the day. Trump tweeted last night his thoughts about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Facebook Libra. We're going to be talking about the pump and Trump today when it comes to the bits. But first, let me shout out all the Champagne Crypto Maniac boomers out there tuning into this live broadcast. Indeed, this is a live broadcast. We're here every single weekday, late mornings, early afternoons here, Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you're tuning in, touching all the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. And due to a possible shadow ban here on the channel, you need to take it upon yourself to bookmark this YouTube channel on your browser and come visit us daily for the good crypto word. Guys, Trump tweeted about Bitcoin. Today, we're going to be giving you guys our personal opinion, talking about how that may impact the price. The pump in Trump is real. Shout out to Dark Horse and the rest of the boomers that are tuning in. Make sure you're dropping comments here in the population of the chat box and you're tuning in directly. Let's check out today's mathematic over there on CoinMarketCap before we get into this Trumpage out here. And we'll look at the prices and, you know, kind of run down what's going on here, give us some opinions here on Trump, and look at the altcoins as well, because I think there's an opportunity. All week I've been talking about altcoins. Altcoins. We did some watch lists. Yesterday we did some swaps for altcoins. We dumped some ones we didn't like. We got some ones we did. We'll talk about that as well. Make sure you're following the champ on all networks. Let me go ahead and turn off these coins, share my screen, hit refresh here for the latest pumpage, latest mathematics there on CoinMarketCap, currently at $317 billion. Bitcoin dominance there at 65%. Now, how high will Bitcoin dominance go before we see the altcoins start running up? I said yesterday about 70% plus or minus 4. Okay, so it can go maybe 74, 75%, or it may just stop here at 66%, somewhere close to where we're at. I've heard predictions as high as 80%. I'm not sure if we're going to make it that far, but that's what it is. Shout out to Lucky Lewis. Let's get in popping. Shout out to all my crypto maniac soldiers. TGIF for everybody out there that's working a normie job and has to call another man their boss. We feel for you. Hopefully you could do whatever you can to continue to hodl and become your own central bank and your own boss. Let me drop a bomb for that. Bitcoin currently at 11,586. Little impact there due to Trump's tweet. I think we've lost maybe $100 off weight here on Bitcoin. Not a big deal. We'll be talking about the Trumpage in just a moment. Ether at 274. It looks like Ether is getting close to a bottom. Guys, I think that the altcoins are reaching a bottom. And I've been saying this all week. I've already started DCAing into some of my favorite altcoins, and we've been discussing that all week. Make sure you're tuning into all the broadcasts. Litecoin at $105, looking anorexic. Somebody get Litecoin some creatine, some weight gainer, some whey protein. I need Litecoin in the gym. Somebody call Charlie Lee up, get him on the horn. I want to see some weight gain with Litecoin, guys. We're approaching the halvening, and I don't see why this coin shouldn't be worth at least $200. Bitcoin Cash at 350, EOS at 482. EOS finally gaining a little weight, but still looking slim under 5. Again, I think this is an opportunity for some of your favorite altcoins. Binance is back, up 6% at $31. Satoshi Vision is a garbage bag, in my opinion. Tron at 2 cents. Will Tron ever be top 10 crypto, like a number 8 or number 7? I don't know. Stellar at number 11 at 9 cents. Cardano slipping in the rankings, looking anorexic there at 6 cents, although it's up almost 5% today. Monero is sticking around. Like I've always said, Monero may not be the biggest boomer, but it certainly is not a doomer. And in my opinion, Monero, being the private fungible token, is the truest crypto out of the top 20, if you ask me. Leo's there at 144. This is the new kid on the block. Dash at 144 as well. Neo at 1528 and Chainlink at 298. It's up 1.83%. I was checking out an article there why Chainlink may possibly pump again. And yesterday we dumped some of our ontology for Chainlink in our crypto community portfolio. We've been managing a portfolio virtually with 10K. We boomed it almost to 30K in a few months. And make sure you're following us for all the movements out there. Dark Horse says he bought more Litecoin cheap at $100. And he agrees that altcoins are buy altcoins now, cheap, cheap, cheap. Again, we're not telling anybody what to do. We're just sharing our enthusiasm and our opinions here. And my opinion is that it's looking good for the altcoins. Yesterday was blood on the field, red on the streets there, on the battlefield of the cryptocurrency trenches. And it looks like sooner than later, these altcoins got to gain weight. Now, not all of them. The majority are going to doom. And I'm specifically focused on quality altcoins, the ones that we've been talking about here in the channel this week and beyond. There you go, Neo at 1528, then Link at 298, guys. Trump, what's up with Donnie, guys? Donnie out here, he's talking bad about the bits. Come on, Donnie. Okay, I'm not even surprised, guys. What do you expect? The US dollar is losing weight. Yesterday, we shared an article about how Bitcoin has outperformed the banks. Banks have lost 99% of their value against Bitcoin in the past 5-10 years. What do you expect the leader of the US dollar to say? Okay, he's going to side with his team. Okay, this is not anything surprising if you ask the champ. I think he's behaving how he would behave, how he's supposed to. He's going to back his funny bunny. And it's a shame out there. Guys, I've been telling you, the banks are funny bunny. Let me throw a bunny for this. Snipe them out the box. If you are depending on cryptos that are backed by fiat, by legacy systems, by anybody at the top of the all-seeing eye pyramid, then the joke's on you, guys. It's time for a new alternative frequency, and this is the reason why Bitcoin has been outperforming the banks for so long now. Don't forget about Bitcoin being pennies on the dollar years ago, not too long ago, and now it's worth over 10K, guys, and it continues to gain weight. Do you want to hold your money in worthless fiat that continues to get debased, okay? Or do you want to retain your value with the digital currency that's sound and that's immutable and that's trustless, guys? True, Trump has to push the U.S. dollar, says Dark Horse. What do you expect him to do? I mean, actually, I'm not surprised. He has to push the U.S. dollar. That's what he represents. That's his team. He needs to push it. He's going to continue to try to push the markets, debase the currency. He's already admitted it, guys. He said that all the other countries are lowering their rates and pumping and continuing to print money, and that the U.S. should be doing the same thing. Now, the chairman of the Fed, Powell, talked yesterday, and he admitted that Bitcoin is a store of value. They asked him about Facebook Libra. They asked him about Bitcoin. He mentioned it's basically like digital gold. Guys, at one point, just like a few years ago, Jamie Dimon out of JP Morgan was telling you that Bitcoin was a fraud. Now you have the president of the United States basically admitted that Bitcoin is a contender, a competitor against the U.S. dollar. That's all I'm seeing. It's now it's the cat's out the bag. Bitcoin is here, and I've been telling you guys, I don't know how many times I've told you, Bitcoin is already the world standard global reserve currency. It's just gone over everybody's head. First they make fun of you, then what else? Then they try to attack you, then they want to join your team. I don't know if it's in that sequence, but you know what I'm talking about. And you see now Trump attacking the bits. I'm not at all surprised, guys. None of these people at the top of the all-seeing eye are your friends, whether they're Dems or Republicans or any other party, guys. You don't get to the top of the pyramid by being a nice guy. These guys are in it for themselves. It's a huge Ponzi scam, apparently, allegedly, okay? And Bitcoin could be the alternative, boomers. Trump has to push the dollar. Name the leader of a country that is backing Bitcoin over their central bank, says CryptoZilla. Exactly. What do you expect him to do? Well, to say, oh, yeah, guys, Bitcoin's great. Forget about the dollar. Guys, he's going to do this. He slammed Facebook hard, saying they should get a banking license. Yeah, let's talk about the tweets. I got it linked over there on the cryptocurrency Reddit. Let's go ahead and deconstruct the tweet. He said a lot here on this tweet. And let's go ahead and check out a screenshot over here. This is via Reddit. You guys could see the subreddit there, cryptocurrency, and you could check out some of the comments. But I'm going to go ahead and read to you exactly what he said about Bitcoin for those that haven't tuned in yet. This was last night around, let's say, 8 p.m. Standard Time, somewhere around then. Donald Trump, the president of the United States, tweeted, "I am not a fan of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies which are not money and whose value is highly volatile and based on thin air. Unregulated crypto assets can facilitate unlawful behavior, including drug trade and other illegal activity. Similarly, Facebook's Libra virtual currency will have little standing or dependability. If Facebook and other companies want to become a bank, they must seek a new banking charter and become subject to all banking regulations, just like other banks, both national and internationals. We only have one real currency in the USA, and it's stronger than ever, both dependable and reliable. It is by far the most dominant currency anywhere in the world and will always stay that way. It's called the US dollar." Now, there's a lot to, break down here in this tweet. He says that Bitcoin is based on thin air. Then he tries to ties it to Libra currency, trying to become a bank. And then he's saying that if Facebook wants to become, do their own crypto and become a bank, they need a regulation. Now, it's either by just logic here, either crypto is money and it needs to be regulated, or crypto's not money and it doesn't need to be regulated because it's created out of thin air. So is the banking system real? Because the banking system's created out of thin air too. So there's a flaw in the logic here. Which one is it? Is it based on something? Is it based on thin air like the banks, or is it based on proof of work, guys? This is funny, Bunny. This is funny, Bunny. This is Baby Bear Cubs. Snipe it out the box, guys. Shout out to Archie, Treese, Rami, Cryptozilla. This is Funny Bunny out there, guys. Trump just basically admitting you see the third tweet here. He goes on by saying, it's based on thin air. It's highly volatile. He's not a fan of it. And then right thereafter, he's talking about how the US dollar is so much stronger. So it seems to me like, in other words, he's admitting it's a competitor. Let's see what Reddit is saying over here. You can see meanwhile, Jerome Powell out of the Fed says Bitcoin is a store of value, a speculative gold, and it's possible that the U.S. could have multiple currencies in the future if crypto really was widespread used for transaction. Okay, and this is from Trident there 1000 over there on crypto crypto Reddit. When the U.S. president's defending the U.S. dollars from cryptocurrencies, things are getting spicy, says Trident 1000. Talking heads on Bloomberg were just commenting that the tweets are from global warped monetary policy that have to compete with crypto now in a world of negative interest rates and yields. Just a few years ago, they were telling you it was nothing but a scam and it was worthless. Now it's competing with the US dollars. Guys, I've been telling you this. That's why you don't want to hold Ripple. You don't want to hold none of these bankster coins, Facebook, Libra, none of these centralized coins. You want to make sure you stay decentralized, boomers. I think Trump is buying Ripple. I came across a meme. Let me see if I can pull this one up. That apparently Trump was meeting. There it is. I screenshotted it there. I'm going to show it to you guys. This is back in October 2017, 2018. Excuse me. October 17th, 2018. Trump formally meets Ripple. Ripple's chief market strategist, Corey Johnson, has gotten the privilege of introducing Ripple and XRP to the U.S. President Donald Trump administration. This was back in 2018. Don't sleep. What's going on? Listen, guys, at the end of the day, we know this is coming. They're going to try to instill a government-backed coin. It may be a Fed coin. It may be Ripple itself. I told you Ripple's a Trojan horse. And they're going to tell you that everything else is funny bunny and that you're going to have to adopt their fake coin that's, not even mineable probably. They're just going to print it just like the US dollar, is my opinion. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm sticking with the bits. I'm sticking with the bits indeed. I came across this other post over there on the Chan. And for those that were talking about Bitcoin takes electricity to mine, and that Bitcoin is not good for the economy. Okay, but actually, let me go ahead and show this to you guys. The only way to get Bitcoin cheaper is to make cheaper power or to make more efficient computers to mine with it. Proof of work is going to start an arms race in energy production and computational power. The countries and private enterprise that understand this are going to have money coming out of their ears. They're going to have giant teams of people funded by mining operations looking beyond even fail-safe nuclear for their next innovation in power production. They're going to become blockchain capitals of the world. Meanwhile, those who are complaining that Bitcoin uses too much power are going to be overloaded with all the power that they could ever want. And it would also be because of Bitcoin, the thing that they wanted the crackdown on. So yeah, this makes sense. For those that think that Bitcoin is, a waste of energy. I think the whole fact of people mining Bitcoin more, this is the work. It's not based on thin air. You need electricity. You need better computers. So one could argue that the whole fact of having Bitcoin, it's a computational and power arms race. So the fact that people have to mine Bitcoin is only going to help computers be more efficient and the energy more efficient. This is going to help us in the long term, guys. Matt says, stick with the top 10 cryptos and you'll be fine. And then Matt also says, Rami, the banking system will be Ripple based. In India, all banks are now using Ripple. Yeah, we've been saying that Ripple is the Trojan horse. And, why would you go with Ripple after they've debased the US dollar? What makes you think that they wouldn't do the same thing for Ripple? We do know that Ripple can't be mined. It's just a glorified database. They can even turn off your account if they choose to. Guys, okay? Stop it with the rips. Get out of here with the rips. You're not a true crypto maniacs if you believe in the rips out here, boomers. Let's check out Crypto Twitter's reaction to Trump's tweet. This is at achepicap.com. We'll see what some of the more prominent figures here in the crypto space had to say. Jaden Crypto says, pump it, Trump. Peter McCormick says, the president tweeted about Bitcoin brothers and sisters. It's happening. Rand Nooner says, we finally got that Bitcoin tweet from Trump. They can't shut down Bitcoin, but Facebook, on the other hand, may have some issue. I say it again, the more resistant Facebook's face, the more valuable Bitcoin becomes. You see Eric Voorhees says, Trump tweets, Bitcoin does nothing. Bitcoin is now less volatile than Donald Trump. Haley Lennon said, it's almost like Trump just heard about Bitcoin for the first time. This isn't going to age well. I don't think it's going to age well, guys. Dear liberal friends, for my libs out there, you know what you could do right now to get the president upset? Buy some Bitcoin. That'll show him. That's funny that, a lot of people were talking about this on the forums. This is a great opportunity to start recruiting the libs and the commies out there. The commies, they want all the governments to go down. They want the US dollar to go down as well. Maybe we can get the commies on the train here to buy some more Bitcoin and use them to pump the price. That's funny. Satoshi Flipper says, of course, he has to say only the US dollar matters. All his supporters are bankers and Fortune 1000 companies. Yeah, it's looking like making Israel great again. It's not MAGA. It's looking like MEGA nowadays, guys. Max Kaiser said, Trump just put a giant kick me sign on his back. He signaled to the world the way to crush the US dollar is to take Bitcoin up to $100,000. He's bullish AF. Bullish AF, guys. And so am I. Read this article. I have it linked down below for all my cryptomaniac boomers. We got 19 cryptomaniac soldiers here in the box. What did you expect out of Trump, guys? Did you expect him to be friendly to the bits and turn his back on the US dollar? He's holding on to this thing and he's going to milk it and continue to print as much as he can. So it's a pump in Trump when it comes to the USD. Jigger Rome says, if ever Tesla's free energy gets released, mining for Bitcoin will go full turbos. That's what I'm trying to say, though. The fact that you need to have electricity and computational power to create Bitcoins, by definition, that creates an arms race and gives an incentive to have more efficient power and computational power. Any news is good news. I don't know about that, Treese, but I can see where you're coming from. Archie says, champ, I bought friends. Shout out to Miss Archie. She's looking for new crypto hubbies. She's always looking for some crypto hubbies, guys. Check out Miss Archie. But yeah, how about Donnie, guys? Donnie over here, he's dumping on the bits. I'm not as surprised. I would have rather him say something positive about the bits, but I'm not surprised at all, guys. I think that this is not going to impact the price negatively. I think in the long term, this is more bullish for crypto. Brings Bitcoin to the mainstream now. Bitcoin has become mainstream. I believe it's the world's global reserve currency. And Trump just admitted that it is in competition with the US dollar. You could basically reason that from his tweets. XX says Trump is the clown. Listen, guys, I liked Trump for like half a second, and I'll be honest with you. I never threw my vote in for Trump, and I would have never voted for Hillary either. But for those out there that believe that Trump was going to save them, guys, nobody at the top of this pyramid is going to save you. The banks are not going to do anything for you. Guys, forget about another man handling your bags, helping you out, giving you health care, giving you free tickets. Guys, do it yourself. Hold your own keys. Worry about your own room, your own family. Forget about these guys' help. They're not going to help you. They're not going to fix your situation, guys. You need to hold your own keys and fix it for yourself. Shout out to Archie, Zilla, and the rest of the boomers out there, guys. It's Friday. I'm excited. I just came back from the gym. I'm doing a new round of Mad Cow strong lifts. So I'm on a reset this week, going a little bit lighter weight, but I'm feeling good. I did the squats today, the bench press, the barbell row. I've been throwing some ancillary work in there. I'm staying strong. Okay, I got to do it myself. I can't expect anybody to pull the weight for me, just like you should. Can't expect anyone to pull the weight for you. You got to pull it on your own. Do it yourself. DIY all day long. Let me drop a bomb. Champ is not your crypto daddy, but Archie will be your crypto mama. I like that. Shout out to Zilla out there. Hey, Zilla, I know you're out of Japan. What's the word with this Japan content coin that's coming out now? It's been pumping. I haven't done any research, but I saw it. Let me bring it up. Maybe you know about this coin over here, Japan content. There it is, content token. Do you know anything about this, Zilla? I know you're out there in Japan. Maybe you've heard about it. This was on the pump just a few days ago, but now it's been dumped. You can see this one. I don't know if you know anything about this, but I figured I asked you. Cat's out the bag. Whole world will know about Bitcoin once Libra launches. Listen, the whole world is already knowing about Bitcoin. The most covered man. Listen, Trump at this point, he's more popular than Michael Jackson himself. Like right now, he's the number one popular media figure. Everything he says is paid attention to. Whether people agree with him or not, that's a whole nother story. But Bitcoin is mainstream now, guys. And, this tweet just basically admits that Bitcoin is a competitor to the USD. So you ask yourself, which bag do you want to hold? Okay? Do you want to hold a bag of fiat or a bag of bits for the next, let's say, 5 years? Let me know. XX says first president married to a Russian prosti. And then Matt says, come on, XX, Obama was married to a tranny if you want to get real. Guys, I told you, none of these people at the top are in it for you, whether it's left or right. If you're still playing left or right politics, the joke's on you, guys. The joke's on you, okay? The righties are scammed just as much as the lefties are. Shout out to all my independent maniacs doing it themselves. Tree says that was a great point. Miss Archie's here doing little heart memes for CryptoZilla. I know she's got it for CryptoZilla. Guys, drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. Let me know what's shaking and baking out there. What do you think will happen to the markets? How would Trump's tweets impact Bitcoin? It's looking sexy right now. 11.5. Nothing much has happened in the past 24 hours. Maybe a little dive from 11.7 to 11.5. That's absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't see things dumping. In fact, I see this as a sign that there may be a financial collapse ahead. I told you guys, and I've been covering this, Deutsche Bank exiting global markets, JP Morgan Stanley making comments. They're going to lower the rates. They're going to debase the currency. Hyperinflation is around the corner. It's already started. Okay, the 10-year bond yields are less than 2%. Why would you be holding your bag in US dollars, guys? And it's sad to say, okay? It's sad to say we want a US currency that's strong. But, you know, the way it's been funny bunnied all this time by these central banks, it's not, we're tired of it. Caitlin Long replied to Trump's tweet. Also, Justin Sun was inviting Trump to the lunch with Warren Buffett. The tweet is a lot to read. Yeah, I just read the tweet, and I covered some of the Twitter reactions to Trump's tweet as well. What do you expect, guys? Did you expect Trump to come out and support Bitcoin over the US dollar? I mean, that's not going to happen, guys. His team is the banks, the centralized banking system, and the US dollar. They're going to continue to run. They're at the top of that Ponzi pyramid. They're going to keep pumping and trumping it all the way till the wheels fall off. Miss Archie said, dude, 18 tons on the JP Morgan barge. Yeah, we heard about it. JP Morgan out there apparently allegedly running drugs. It's incredible. Don't act like there hasn't been whistleblowers in the 90s and 80s saying that the CIA was running cocaine. Okay? And I forgot his name. I saw him on a meme the other day, but one of those gentlemen ended up with a bullet to the back of his head, and it was called a suicide. Allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. If you're living your life skin deep, the puppet masters are winning. Focus on the boom and leave the doom for the normie, says CryptoZilla. Absolutely, guys. Listen, the lesson with cryptocurrency and alternative frequency that we've been professing here for some time is general self-improvement. New ways, new sound ways that are more truthful than the garbage that has been fed to us for so many years. We want honest banking. We want honest currencies. We want honesty. Okay? We want honesty out here, boomers. And we also want privacy. Trap Talk TV says, damn, Trump just slowed down mass adoption a little. I doubt it, Trap Talk. If anything, I think it's the opposite. I think this shows a weak hand. I mean, you know, he's already attacking the bits. Why did he even have to mention the bits if the bits is not a potential threat? Why did he even mention it? Why did he even mention Bitcoin? You got to understand that. Why would you even acknowledge? Is Trump talking about the champ? Is he talking about anybody here in the box? No, because we're not directly threatening him. But he's talking about Bitcoin because it's threatening him, in my opinion. I think that you know, if the market hasn't dumped within 24 hours of this tweet, it's a bullish sign. It's a bullish sign out here, boomers. I think it's the first time the U.S. president has mentioned Bitcoin. Absolutely. Yeah. And he's mentioning it in the context of competing with the U.S. dollar. So this is huge, guys. If you haven't realized right now the power of Bitcoin by this point, I don't know why you're even tuning in. You know, you're better off going, you know, and, you know, buying into JP Morgan or something. Go get yourself a FDIC insured account and do it normie style. But you're not a cryptomaniac boomer. Shout out to Queen's Trap Talk, Miss Archie, and the rest of the Boomerzilla. Guys, tell me what you think. Do you think this is going to positively impact the market? Trap Talk TV thinks that this will slow down mass adoption. I doubt it. I think Obama talked about blockchain, but not Bitcoin. Right? He never mentioned Bitcoin by name. He talked about like digital currencies being like a Swiss bank in your pocket, and he wasn't a fan of it either. Listen, whether they're right or left, guys, these people always side with the banks. This is the big con that most people haven't figured out. It's not about right or left. These guys are working for the same central bank, and they always will. Matt says Trump is just like the other years ago, saying that Bitcoin is another tulip mania. They are threatened and the dollar is on its last leg, says Matt Nelson. We've been saying it. Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we are closer than we expected, if we're on the precipice to a complete financial meltdown out there. This could be 2008 all over again. We've already seen Deutsche Bank pulling out, 18,000 layoffs. They're out of the markets. JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley making statements that they're not expecting gains like before. At the same time, while the markets are supposedly at all-time highs, It's incredible, guys. It's incredible. Definitely, this is a good sign. Let Trump keep ragging on Bitcoin so I can keep collecting Litecoin at a low price. Queen says, Champ, I'm just curious, how can Bitcoin keep a stable price even at 100,000? That's one thing I never understood. People always say when the price goes up, it will stabilize. How? I think that you got to look at it more like gold. Okay. You know, once people have bought into it and, you know, we're still in an adoption period. This is a period where we're still trying to figure out what the true value of Bitcoin is. And every day that passes, we start to realize that it's worth more than the US dollar. That's the bottom line here, guys. It's not the fact of Bitcoin being price going up. It's the fact that the dollar is going down. So when will the dollar stop going down? When is things going to stabilize? So you don't look at it in terms of stabilization. Eventually, it'll find the price that is going to be trading sideways. But right now, it's turmoil. It's turmoil. The market, there's a lot of volatility. So don't be concerned with stabilization when the trend is upwards. Listen, Bitcoin is the antithesis to the dollar. Trump just admitted it. I've been saying it for a while. Forget about stabilization. Nothing will be stable until this funny bunny finds its bottom. Did you see the Miami Dolphins accepting Litecoin? Yeah, I saw that. It seems more like for a raffle of tickets. I don't think that, you know, it's like that you go to the stadium and buy, you know, a hot dog with Litecoin. I don't think that that's the deal with the Miami Dolphins. I think they're doing some sort of like charity promotion via their tickets on a raffle that you could buy with Litecoin. Once Bitcoin reaches this true value, it could cool off a bit, $1 million a piece. Yeah, we don't know what the true value of Bitcoin is. That's the whole point I'm trying to make to Queens here. We don't know. We're still searching for that. You know, gold has kind of stabilized, but expect gold to go up. It's up today. It's up today a lot. Not a lot. It's almost up a point today. It's at 14.11 right now. But stabilization will only come, true stabilization will only come when the market's supply meets the demand. But true, when supply meets the demand. Right now, supply is not meeting the demand. The supply is continuing to get pumped when it comes to US dollar. They keep pumping. So that in itself creates a destabilization. 1 million is a nice price. I'm ready to buy a few tractors. I don't know what the price is going to stabilize at, guys, but I'll tell you, it ain't going to stop at 10K. And we already seen 20K, and 30K seems reasonable. So does 50. I don't know about 100K, but maybe, you know, I'm just trying to get to that 20K. I told you guys, $1 trillion market cap by the halvening. That's what I'm looking at. $1 trillion market cap for all of crypto, not just Bitcoin, for all of crypto. By the halvening next year, that could put Bitcoin around 30,000. Guys, drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my weekend, guys. What did you expect from Trump, from Donnie? Donnie to back Bitcoin, guys? Come on, stop it. This is not MAGA. This is MEGA. If you haven't figured it out yet, tune into the frequencies. Have all your bases covered. Have some PMs and top cryptos and you'll be fine. And I've been saying that, guys. Quality altcoins and the majority of your bag in Bitcoin. Bottom line. Again, I'm not your crypto daddy. I'm just a crypto enthusiast, but we've been calling it. Let's take a peek at our crypto community portfolio before we sign off, because we did some trades yesterday. I want to see how the health of that portfolio is looking. You can see CryptoCoinCount.com. Your total crypto is worth 26,442. Okay, and this is what the bags are looking like. We swapped out Ontology for Link and Wax for Maker yesterday. Maker looking good. Link's looking good. Litecoin, I think we're a little overexposed with Litecoin, but I expect Litecoin to go up. I think Litecoin's undervalued. I'm going to be honest with you. Litecoin's undervalued. It's a shame that it's so low, but I don't think it's going to doom and gloom. It's a blue chipper. We got Bitcoin, Litecoin, Binance, Cardano, Monero, Theta, Chainlink, 0x, Maker, and Decentraland, guys. 26 grand. We started off with 10K. This is a virtual portfolio. It's not real, guys. It's not real, but we're handling it as such. Billy John says billions and billions and billions and billions. More bits, more bits, more bits, more bits, more bits, and more kabooms. We throw out a dancing baby bear cub and we snipe them out for those funny baby bear cubs. Thank you, champ. Off with them soy boys. See you later. Off to find some crypto. Daddy says, Miss Archie. Have a great day, Miss Archie. We always appreciate you here in the box. Stay booming out there. On that note, guys, I'm out of here. Drop a comment. I'll give you like 1 or 2 more minutes out there. I know that the stream is delayed. I think the stream usually is delayed like 30, maybe not 30 seconds, about 15 seconds. Mr. Bozak says, does halvening have the same effect as it used to? Look what's happening to Litecoin. I encourage you to check out some of the videos that I've done on Litecoin halvening scenarios. There was a Binance research report that I shared on one of our previous live streams. And if you look at prior history to before we approach a halvening with Litecoin, sometimes it dumps and right after the halvening is when it spikes. So maybe that's the trend that we'll see. You know, maybe this is a collection period right now, an accumulation period. And, you know, maybe August or September, Litecoin will go up. I don't know. I would have expected Litecoin to go up, you know, more than it has already. I'll tell you that much. I'm holding the bag myself. And, you know, I don't plan on dumping it, although I think we're a little overexposed here with our portfolio. But, you know, sometimes you got to ride that train and hodl. I'm glad that we don't have too much Litecoin and we have more Bitcoin, though. Shout out to Queen's Races. He just threw me some ducats in the bucket. I appreciate that. Queen's always catching my back out here. Guys, follow Queen's Races lead here and drop some gratuity here in the super chat if you choose to. Share this on your streams. Let the crypto maniac soldiers on your social media networks know that Champ is here live, and point him this direction. We're here every single weekday. Thank you so much, Queens. Thank you so much. Let me drop a bomb for you. Guys, download the Brave browser, start earning BAT tokens. Check out the links that I have to cryptocurrencies exchanges down below. Also, check out BitShares, decentralized exchanges. Guys, now that the government's talking about Bitcoin and basically admitting that Bitcoin is a competitor to the US dollar, you guys should be looking into decentralized exchanges, fungible and private tokens like Monero and others. Check out the video I have linked down below. 5 industries, blockchain industries that could boom. I forgot the name of the video, but it's down there. 5 industries. I identify DEXs and privacy tokens as some of the industries that should be focused on coming soon. Champ, I posted a new video if you want to see some runs from last Saturday, says Queens. Indeed, guys, go check out Queens' YouTube channel. He's been covering some races, some street races out there. He has an Acura that he's run on the track a few times, and you know, go ahead and check out his channel. I'll check that out. I want to have some time, Queens, and I'm sending people your way. So if you guys want to check out the rad racing, check out Queens. I appreciate you, Queens. Thank you so much. On that note, guys, if there's no other comments or questions, I'm going to go ahead and tune out, land this plane directly here on the tarmac. We don't even need to go on the runway. Shout out to my crypto aviators. I'll put the car on park on my crypto licensed drivers, CDLs, crypto driver's license. We have to do a little meme with that or something on my commercial crypto drivers. I appreciate you, Queens. Thank you so much. Trying to keep up every weekend since the summer. There you go. Mr. Bozak says banging at 9,500 revolutions per minute. There you go. Make sure you rev up that engine. There's our crypto portfolio. And let me just go ahead and end it with the Bitcoin chart so you guys can see it. Looking healthy at 11,556. You know, we got to get back to 13.8. You know, we tested 13 not too long ago. We got to get back over 13.8 so we can go to 15 and 20K. On that note, guys, I'm out of here. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.